disappointing when they're threatened by anybody, least of all by a bishop. But I don't think it need rock conventional Orthodox Christian faith.
Many Conservative politicians are angered that a senior bishop should challenge the simple faith of millions in the run-up to Christmas.
For a bishop to talk like this and one after the other seek to destroy people's belief, I think is quite amazing. I can't really wait for the time when he retires, and I hope when he does he'll shut up.
Lambeth Palace hasn't yet commented, but did react with a statement earlier this month when Dr. Jenkins denied the existence of hell and the future return of Christ. The Archbishop's office said these beliefs were central themes of biblical Christianity. Andrew Burrows, BBC News.
In football, Manchester United have maintained their commanding lead of the Premiership, beating Aston Villa 3-1. Eric Cantona took United into the second half with a 1-0 lead, which Aston Villa were unable to dent. Cantona then doubled it in the last 5 minutes of the match, and seconds later his colleague Paul Ince compounded Villa's misery. The only consolation for Villa came from virtually the last kick of the game, with a goal by Neil Cox. Tonight's main news again. The SDLP leader John Hume has had more talks with Sinn Féin's Gerry Adams. He said they'll meet again when Sinn Féin has fully considered the Downing Street Declaration. And a large terrorist bomb has exploded in Londonderry, but no one was injured. And that's the BBC News Tonight. Good night.
Good evening. Further unsettled and further windy weather to come during the next 24 hours. Tomorrow we'll see spells of rain and that probably turning to sleet and snow over high ground, particularly in northern England, southern Scotland and Northern Ireland. All brought about by this area of low pressure out in the Atlantic, currently steaming in towards the southwest. And we also have a front quite close to the southern part of the country at the moment, showing up on the satellite picture as this band of cloud. That's already giving rain into parts of the southwest in southern Ireland, and further north we have a fair crop of wintry showers over northern Scotland and into Northern Ireland. Now those will continue through tonight, sleet or snow, giving a covering of snow by tomorrow morning in many roads. Elsewhere in Scotland and Northern Ireland, Northern England, we'll also see a widespread frost and icy patches on roads, as it's going to be very cold and frosty, temperatures as low as -5. But further southway we've got the cloud and rain, temperatures remaining above freezing. Tomorrow we'll have that low coming into the southwest, and also those tight isobars to the south indicate strong winds. Tomorrow morning we'll see a good deal of cloud and rain across southern England into Wales and Northern Ireland. But starting off dry and bright over northern England and much of southern and central Scotland, but still those wintry showers over the north. And then as we go through into the latter part of tomorrow, we'll see that rain spreading right across England and Wales into southern Scotland and also Northern Ireland. But much of that rain will turn to sleet and snow in the north, particularly over the high ground. But it will be relatively mild in the south, temperatures around 8 or 9, but very cold elsewhere, temperatures at best 2 to 4. And that's it.
This Christmas Eve, tune in to BBC1 for some positively magical entertainment.
A pure genie.
And a pure genius.
On the Christmas Generation game at 5 to 7. Did you mean that?
At 8.
She's the Red October. Captain's name is Ramius. It is designed to approach by stealth and to shower its target with multiple independent warheads with little or no warning before impact.
At 10:10, Lenny Henry finds himself in deep water.
We're marooned on the only fragment of dry ground in Wiltshire, a slurry lagoon in front of us, quicksand to either side and a quagmire behind, and you announce that you're afraid we might get stuck. We are stuck!
Another chef finds himself in trouble at 11:05 in Porridge.
Why is your hat standing to attention, Godber? Good job we didn't look under my hat.
With the Midnight Eucharist at 11:35, add some sparkle to your Christmas Eve on BBC1.
Show me the Scrooge promo.
Bill Murray strikes again. And the ghosts take their revenge. In Scrooge, tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC1.
Now on BBC1, will the Joker have the last laugh? Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson and Kim Basinger star in the blockbuster adventure which finds Gotham City's criminal underworld overshadowed by that caped crusader, Batman.
boy's own story. Childhood dreams become adult nightmares. In a conflict of loyalty, a struggle for survival. Nigel Havers, Miranda Richardson and John Malkovich in Steven Spielberg's Empire of the Sun, Thursday at 9:30 on BBC1.
From Ruth Rendell, writing as Barbara Vine, comes a story of brooding passion, remorse and murder. A dark adapted eye.
I've taught Eden everything, and Eden does everything marvellously.
On the surface, they were two adoring sisters, but underneath, they shared a terrible truth.
You're not ready, are you, my darling? You're just not ready.
You really oughtn't to make fun of Vera. I owe her my life.
Their niece is forced to unlock the secret of a family that would never bear its soul.
You've seen the way everyone looks at us? She's ruined the whole family.
You know how difficult it is to say no to Vera.
Look after Jamie, Faith. Promise me.
Celia Imrie, Sophie Ward, and Helena Bonham Carter in A Dark Adapted Eye. Beginning Sunday, the 2nd of January on BBC1.
As if the winter sunshine wasn't enough, there's $500,000 at stake in 50 minutes here on BBC1 with coverage of the final round of the World Championship Golf from Jamaica. After Emma Freud in the last of Everyman's legendary trails has trekked across the Arabian deserts in search of frankincense, the gift of one of the wise men.